3, 2, 1.
Lou, if you walk out of Will's life now, don't you ever come back.
Sit down.
I ain't got time for no lecture.
I said sit down, Lou. You know, Will was doing just fine until you showed up. But now that you're back, you have responsibilities to him.
Look, we're still gonna take the trip.
Oh, bull! Bull! Will is not a coat that you hang in the closet, then pick it up when you're ready to wear it. His life goes on. He's not supposed to be here for you. You're supposed to be here for him.
You get off my back! You think I want this? It just happened! Now, when Will was a baby, I was scared.
Cut the crap, all right? Cut it! Because I've been there. But I didn't run out on my family. I was there every day for them, because that's what a man does.
Fine, Philip. You win. You the man. You a better man than me. You happy? Now, you gonna tell Will or not?
I'm not gonna do your dirty work for you.
Fine. I'll call him from the road.
Yeah, then why don't you do that?
Yeah, I'll do that.
There's so much emotion right there. And this is hitting me. It's hitting me in my own daddy issues. Yeah, you know, his uncle is such a protector of him and like sees Will's light, and that's beautiful. Not everyone gets to have a parental figure or a safe figure that really has that perspective, because you could see his love coming out through his anger and his frustration with Will's dad. And understanding the impact of disappointment. And it's really unfortunate when parents minimize that impact of not being there. I think there are multiple reasons that can cause a parent to feel ill-equipped. And that's a completely different topic, because this is really a video that's about Will and his pain. But boy, you can tell that, or at least I can tell with my like therapist lens, there are a lot of emotional issues, repressed issues, possible addiction issues. There's a lot of trauma and resistance that I feel is just really shrouding his father and making it difficult to make connection, because trauma repels connection and love. Healing reignites that connection, strengthens that connection, seeks to be vulnerable and open and empathetic. And this is a situation that, boy, he's been disappointed so many times. And kids, they will love and have hope for their parents. And so this hits me because you can still see that purity in this next scene and the disappointment hitting him.
Daddy-o! What's up? Will, I'm glad you're here. Some business came up I gotta handle. So we're gonna have to put our trip on hold. You understand?
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Just for a couple of weeks.
I understand.
Yeah. Maybe a little longer.
Yeah, whatever.
Look, I'll call you next week and we'll iron out the details. Okay?
Yeah.
It was great seeing you, son.
You too, Lou.
Yeah,
Boy, you could just see him shutting down, see that body language in him retreating, feeling that his dad was no longer a safe person because of that, you know, disappointment once again, and not following through. Not showing actions that say, I'm here for you and that you're my priority. That's really painful. And this is where these childhood wounds can begin. where a core belief, an unhealthy message is interwoven of not being worthy enough or lovable, or fears of abandonment, because our attachment to our caregivers is an important piece of the healthy attachments and the healthy relationships that we will seek moving forward. I can just physically feel like the wall that Will is building in that interaction. Oh boy. And I feel it myself in times when I've struggled with the male figures that have been my father figures in my life, and feeling a lot of disappointment for them not showing up, and being so confused in that child mindset, because I loved them so unconditionally. And you see other fathers showing up differently for their kids, being involved to a degree where it's like I could never really imagine that being a reality. And so I'm just personally feeling through this scene as well.
I'm sorry, Will.
You know what? Actually, this works out better for me. You know, the Slimmies of summer come to class wearing next to nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Will, it's all right to be angry.
Hey, why should I be mad? I'm saying at least he said goodbye this time. I just wish I hadn't wasted my money buying this stupid present.
I'm sorry. If there was something that I
Hey,
could
you know
do-
what? You ain't got to do nothing, Uncle Phil. Hey, ain't like I'm still 5 years old, you know? Ain't like I'm gonna be sitting up every night asking my mom, when's Daddy coming home, you know? Who needs him? Hey, he wasn't there to teach me how to shoot my first basket, but I learned, didn't I? Hey, I got pretty damn good at it too, didn't I,
Yeah,
Uncle Phil?
you did.
Got through my first day without him, right? I learned how to drive, I learned how to shave, I learned how to fight without him. I had 14 great birthdays without him. He never even sent me a damn card. To hell with him! I ain't need him then, and I don't need him now.
Will.
Nah, you know what, Uncle Phil? I'm gonna get through college without him. I'm gonna get a great job without him. I'm gonna marry me a beautiful honey, and I'm having me a whole bunch of kids. I'm gonna be a better father than he ever was. And I sure as hell don't need him for that, because ain't a damn thing he could ever teach me about how to love my kids. How come he don't want me, man?
Such a beautiful scene. Wow. Like his uncle's ability to have that holding space for him, just meaning like this is a safe place for you to process the range of what you're feeling. And you can see so much grief, like there's a denial of the grief and a minimization of like the damage that it's done. I don't need him. I have never needed him. And then just like the real felt sense of pain in that situation. And what a healing, beautiful thing that his uncle was able to give him. That was the most healing thing in that moment, because when we experience a vulnerable moment and it is met with judgment or shame, it is pouring gasoline on a wound. And his ability to hold that space as he processed, as he was allowed to have this range of emotion and to break down, and he could feel safe in that space, that was okay. That was like a healing balm. Yeah, we cannot, we won't always be protected from these hurts. And I think a healthy perspective that can lend to a better dialogue internally is when we can recognize in clips and storytelling like this, where if you resonate with this story too, you can also see that character in particular is no less worthy and is no less valuable of love. And the same is true for you. No matter what has happened to you, don't let the shortcomings or the blind spots, the ego, or the unhealthy, toxic habits of others who are on their own path and their own pace in learning and growth, don't let that feel like it is a reflection of what you deserve and of what your worth is. there are times when we need to know when to walk away from unhealthy people, even if we love them. So my hope moving forward for Will in this story is that he's able to do that and protect himself. And that is an important tool to have. Thank you so much for watching this Therapist Reacts video from Delightfully Dysfunctional. Please like, comment, subscribe, and check out our podcast for more information on mental health tips and curious culture. You can see the link in the description. Thank you.